This is a war that we cannot afford to lose. In this engagement, governments are open to uncomplimentary charges of, some say, indifference, others say impotence, unimaginative planning, discrimination, abdication of duties, poor leadership, and with the repeated calls for resignations. We know that, but let us try and extract some light from the expressions of the next 2 days, in the fervent hope and expectation that the beast of violence, which has stalked us for virtually all our existence in this blue Caribbean Sea, will be starved of its sustenance, condemned to wither and die, so that we all may live in peace, safety, and harmony, from the home to the streets, from the schools to the borders. Our presence here is admission that crime and violence are now a major part of the Caribbean's overall plethora of problems, ranging from petty theft to school violence, home invasion, domestic violence, sexual abuse, human trafficking, drive-by shootings, drug gang warfare, mindless daily revenge murders, and the list continues. When such a situation arrives at the door, it is said that there was a failure of the society to spot the oncoming crisis. Then there may be a later failure to perceive the extent of that arrived situation as a societal problem. Further, there may be problems of finding solutions, and whether the solutions selected may even succeed. Today, if there's one aspect that we all may be guilty of, is that the problem of criminality and violence was not dealt with sufficiently in a much earlier time frame. In the homes, in the schools, in the prisons, in the courts, and I dare say, in the parliaments. There was what can be described as, quote, a creeping normalcy, unquote. We allowed slow, moderate, deviant behavioral trends to increase. We allowed slips in our age-old standards, in ethical and moral norms in our family homes, in our schools, in public institutions, on our roads, and in public places. All of which, hindsight reminds us that we should have checked very early. Instead, we seem to have been saying that these times are different. This is the age of American gun culture. As we adopt the internet revolution with its tremendous promises and all its warts, an age of selfish individualism has been allowed to flourish at the expense of the society itself. So morals and values are now considered flexible. Their lines are blurred, and they occupy spheres of their own, determined and shaped by one's personal whims, the present, fashionable social trends, and worse, the political and bureaucratic shortcomings of something malleable called the system.